all, my name is Galatée. I am an expert in wine business, and I am also futurist, so you can say futurist wine business expert. This is my work because I study a lot of data in the past and the present to better anticipate the future of our markets. And right now it's moving a lot, as you can see, and this skill and this information sharing are very valuable. This is why thank you to watch this video. So as you can imagine, this winter 2020 in France, but also in Europe, can be particularly cold. And for example, in France, we are blocked with social movement, and we can expect a lot of difficulties if we are only selling our wine in the big city. So when there is big exhibition like Wine Paris-VINISUD-VNEXPO, or even exhibition like PROWEIN in Düsseldorf, the best nowadays is to find other way to sell our wine without doing that kind of exhibition. So if it's not yet done, subscribe to this YouTube channel. There is a lot of valuable sharing for the future of the wine business, and I will soon make a live to answer all your questions. So you know, the future, to my point, is direct and global sale from your vineyard to the end consumers. This is export sale without importers, without salon, without journalists, without middle even. And it's an avant-garde. And it's very important for me from France to share with you all this information, because today I have opened 20 places for the English-speaking wine growers worldwide. I am doing yet this in French, and I am also improving my English in each video, in each sharing, and I welcome English-spoken foreign wine growers to do that also, to export their wine, to sell their wine without any intermediary. And we are building like that big notoriety very quickly and very cheaply. Today, internet allow us to find customers without any exhibition, and also we can choose to do it step by step. If you want to keep some importers, it's possible, of course. You are not skipping all the importer in 1 year, you have time, but it's important to start now, because being the first to do that in your country, you create a big advance and you create more and more value. It will be more difficult to do that in, for example, 10 years when everybody gets this information. So now you know the idea. The idea is to sell your wine without any intermediary. I know it's surprising. I call it also to sell wine in streaming, because the consumer can have your wine in his country wherever he lives, and he can share this from your vineyard. And you communicate from your vineyard directly to the final customer. And this is very important when you are producing a premium wine, because if you keep your best importer, it's now very useful to open new market with a new method, with a new model. And today the problem is not the quality of your wine. Today the problem is that to sell wine with exhibition is exhausting and is inefficient, because there is too many exhibitors for too less buyers. For example, with 30,000 exhibitors, you have 30 importers in situation of purchase, and this is a scam. You have that kind of case in PROWEIN, for example. And nowadays, internet tool, up-to-date tool coming from California, can help a lot of wine growers to better sell their wine. For example, if you pay a booth on PROWEIN, I don't know exactly the budget depending your vineyard, but with the same money, or even with half of this money, half of this time, you can have much better result using this method to sell your wine in streaming without any intermediary. And at the end, these customers will be your customers, your final customers, and not the customer of your importer. And your importer, you know, when there is price problem or some other problems, they change your wine with another and you lost the customer. So nowadays, in the future of course, but yet today, we can change for a new model. I want to share with you this new model. You can find end customer whenever you want in the world today. In my method, I say worldwide except China, because in China the culture is to respect intermediary. In other countries too, but it's moving differently. So you can choose the country you want, and in a few months you can divide your wine show, your wine exhibition budget by 2. So do you have your exhibition budget for 1 year in your mind? So imagine the saving of money to cut it by 2 that is represent. So you can yet cancel a lot of exhibition participation, and with the movement in Europe, even for next PROWEIN, it can be a good idea, because today, for sure, you can start to sell your wine without any intermediary. And in my next conference, I give you all the information on this topic, and I answer also to your question. So we can have, after the conference, a quick talk in the next week, and I can answer to all your questions. You can today sell your wine worldwide without any intermediary. This is called the wine export in streaming, and you have all the information in my next conference. We will put the link. We put the link here and also in the description, so you can register to this online conference, and you will have huge sharing information. I talk too much, I need to drink. So to sell your wine in streaming very soon, it allows you to sell at higher price, and also you can make more margin, which is very important. When you replace the importer, when you replace your dealer, you have a lot of opportunity to increase your price and to increase your margin. And when you produce a good premium wine, you need huge investment, so this is a very important point for your future. So if you want to export your wine in streaming, if you want to export your premium wine without any intermediary, you are today in an exceptional situation, because you can see your volume going up and also your price. Do you want to start now? Because it's better to be in this situation, being the first one in your country, and this is possible in the Club 20 nowadays. So in short, do you want to really learn this new model with me and with other wine growers in the club, and to do it step by step, learning with us how to skip all the intermediary. So to do that, you can really register to my next conference. The link is here. This is the best way to have all the information, all the useful information you need, and you can also, after the conference, book a Skype meeting or phone call with me to allow me to answer to all your questions depending your situation. Everything is here and down. Are you still there? Thank you so much to stay until the end of this video. This is a good sign. This is a sign that I can help you to learn about this new model. And you know, as email have supplanted a lot of current mail, as today a lot of selling, direct selling will supplant old system, old model. The wine exported in streaming is really, without any trade show, is really the future. So if you want to start to co-create this future now, to sell your wine without any intermediary, take action. It's important to take action. You can, if you lack time, for example, cancel your participation to exhibition like PROWEIN or Wine Paris or other exhibition, and take information, because everything is happening now in the Club 20. The link is here. And in the club, to give you a good introduction, I share with you, for example, 3 graphic tip to better sell your wine that can be useful in every situation, and I explain you the challenge we are doing together in the Club 20. You can also follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of story for wine professional, a lot of picture of my family, of my travel. It's important when we work together in that club spirit to better know each other. This is why I share all that on Instagram. And if it's not yet done, please like this video, share it to a wine grower friend. It's very important. We are here building a community of talented wine grower, and we can also in the next live, in the next sharing, share more and more value, share more and more future possibilities to really create a better life in the vineyard, to prepare yourself to this big move in the new model. Thank you to watch this video, like, share, subscribe, and perhaps in the club we can be in direct contact very soon. Cheers!